Final Fantasy minigames. Whether you love them or hate them, you've got to admit this franchise has some stinkers. Whether it be chocobo racing in Final Fantasy X, dodging lightning strikes in the same game, doing squats or pull-ups in Final Fantasy VII Remake, it really seems like Square can be extremely masochistic. But by far and away the worst offender has to be the jump rope skipping minigame in Final Fantasy IX. Having to jump 1,000 times successively without a single mistake, while dealing with different jump rhythms, latency, and just a generally very unforgiving system is harsh even by Square standards. In fact, for the longest time, I would have said it was more likely that me, as a middle-aged, overweight asthmatic, could do 1,000 skips consecutively in real life before I would do it in this game. But thankfully, there is an answer. So this method will work on PS4 upwards, right up to PS5 Pro. It does take a little bit of setup, took me about 15 minutes maybe, and then once I'd completed the setup, I actually got over 1,000 jumps on the second attempt. Obviously, you're going to need your PS4 or PS5. You are also going to need a PC so that you can use the Sony PS Remote Play app. Now, this is a free app. All the software we're using today is completely free, and I will link it all down in the description for your convenience. So get the PS Remote Play app downloaded, sign into that, and make sure you can connect from your computer to your PlayStation console. I strongly encourage that both your console and your computer are connected to your network over a hard wire connection. If there is absolutely no way for you to use an Ethernet connection on both console and PC to your network, then you might get away with using Wi-Fi on one of those devices as long as it's a very strong connection with very low latency. In terms of the additional downloads, you will first off want to grab AutoHotKey. So on the main website, hit download, and you want to download the deprecated version, which is 1.1. I've heard there are issues with the latest version when trying to run this older script we're going to be using. So grab version 1.1. When it comes to setting up AutoHotKey, I installed the ANSI 32-bit option since it suggests better compatibility. Next up, you want to head over to this web page. Again, the link's in the description. It's CTE4 AutoHotKey. And make sure you just use the installer here. And then finally, you are going to need to head over to the script itself, which again, I will link. This is the script. Don't worry about it. I know it looks complex. You don't need to be concerned with the coding itself. But all you need to do, and we don't even need to do this straight away, but a little bit later, is tap the copy here. Okay, that will copy all of the text for us. So with everything installed, you now want to open that last app we downloaded, the CTE4 AutoHotKey, SCTE4, SKITE4, Site4, I don't know, you know what I mean. Get that open and you'll see a bunch of code. We can ignore that. Instead, start a new tab and paste in the code we just copied. And you can go ahead and save that new file, preferably somewhere where you know where it is. You can access it, such as on your computer desktop, and you can give it a name as well. Now, one thing I recommend is that one of the lines near the top is latency equals 710. I suspect that will be a little high for most people. So unless you've got a pretty dodgy internet connection or network connection, in which case you won't be using this trick anyway, unfortunately, I would recommend starting by reducing that to about 640, maybe even 630, which is eventually what worked for me. Save the file and see how that runs for you. Next up, you want to find the AutoHotKey app, right-click on its icon and select Open File Location, and you just want to make a note of that location because the file we've just saved with the code won't open automatically. Right-click on the file, that's the file with the code that we've just created and saved, and select Open or Open With. And what you want to do now is navigate to the AutoHotKey app. And once you select that and open that file, then you will be greeted with this program. Right, so what we're going to do is actually close this script program to start with because we need to open PS Remote Play before we open and inject that script. Now, before I go ahead and access my PS5 in my case, just pop over to Settings here, head over to the Video Quality tab and make sure your frame rate is set to high. And if you are on a original PS4, then you can set the resolution to 360. But PS4 Pro, PS5, that setting doesn't actually do anything, but frame rate set to high, and then go ahead and connect to the console. Make sure your controller is connected to your Remote Play PC with a cable, since it won't work wirelessly over Bluetooth. So you can see I've already got VV in position here. He is right next to the girl that will start the minigame, and he has the exclamation point over the head, just to confirm that he is in the correct position. Don't touch the PlayStation controller at this point. Right, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and open the script again. Okay, and before we hit start, it's important that we select Set to More, because that is not the default option, but it is the option we need to select. So go ahead and do that, and then with VV in position, just hit start and don't do anything to your computer at all, and just leave the script to do its thing. So a couple of things to note whilst it's doing this. First off, if it fails and you just want to try again, okay, then make sure you close the script app and open it again, because that's the only way to stop the script from running, which you'll need to do. Make sure VV is in position again before you hit start, and make sure Set to More is the option selected. If you find that you are getting to, for example, in the 200s, but then it's dying around 260 or just before 300, chances are you just need to fiddle about a little bit with the latency. So maybe reduce it by 10. As you can see, I'm doing this live right now, and we are already at over 140, and that's using 630 as my latency. The fantastic thing about this script is that every select number of jumps, the routine, the rhythm actually changes, and this is what makes it so difficult to do normally, because not being able to mess up a single time is really obscene. But the script adapts to all of those rhythm changes. It's all built into it, so it knows exactly what it's doing. And as you can see, we're just flying through at the minute. And just a quick update, we're currently about to hit 350. No issues of VV being knocked over yet. One thing, a little tip that you may need to know, sometimes when you use this script, the PlayStation console does not always detect that there are button presses happening. And this is important because depending on how your power savings are set, it may actually kick the console into a power saving mode. So if you have it set to 5 minutes, for example, and this jumping takes about 7 minutes, then you may get it interrupted. So if that happens, just go into your console settings and change the power saving mode. Either increase the amount of time before the console goes to sleep, or just disable it temporarily while you do this all together. Right, just hit 500. And yes, I am doing this now in 2025, because I did put a video out about this a few years ago. I think it was 2019 when this script first became available, but actually looking through the comments recently on that video, nobody could get it to work. The script itself has since been updated. There's a new link. The old link is still there, but the script doesn't function. Lots of issues people were having with that. So that's why I thought I needed to update this video, as I know so many people, myself included, get incredibly frustrated with this really dumb minigame. So yeah, as of 2025, all the links in this video and the scripts will be up to date, and as you can see, we're getting close to 700 jumps now. It really does work. So just cross the 800 mark, another minute or two, and this will be over with. Okay, just 30 more or so to go now, and one of the most, if not the most annoying Final Fantasy minigames of all time is about to be mastered, and not even a drop of sweat on the brow. There we go. So of course I didn't get the trophy popped because I'd already done this previously, but as you can see, this method works, no issues at all. So yeah, hopefully it helps. Did you get the 1,000 consecutive jumps? Please do let me know down in the comments. Did this method work for you? And if so, what latency did you have to set the script to? Please pop that down, because that could actually be helpful to others that are trying this, along with your setup, whether you are doing it over a full wired connection or whether you have a console or computer set up wirelessly. Yay, the jump rope is all over with. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you next time.